Teaching. It's not an easy career. Here are 12 things that we wish we knew before getting started.
The importance of self-care. If I could tell any new teacher one thing, is that you need to take time each and every day. Don't put it off to the summer, don't put it off to the weekend or the next big break. Take time each day to take care of yourself. And for each of us, that means something different. But whatever that is for you, make sure you spend some time each day taking care of yourself so you can have the energy in your mind, body, and spirit to perform at your best every day. Like John says,
it's hard to pour from an empty cup. I made that one up, by the way.
It's nice.
The impact of relationships. If you're going to be a successful teacher and just be happier and more fulfilled in your career, try and foster relationships with students, parents, if you can, that one's a little tricky, and also your coworkers. You're going to enjoy your job a lot more if you can foster those relationships.
Flexibility. Learn to be flexible, learn to adapt with change, and learn to not let it get you upset. You're in a school, it's living, it's full of energy, tons of things are going on, and undoubtedly things are going to change and change fast. Learn to be flexible and learn not to get upset about it and just roll with those punches. If you like what we're doing, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to us as we grow. We would so appreciate if you would join our journey.
The power of collaboration. Make sure that you're picking the minds of your colleagues because they have a vast amount of knowledge that you might not have as a beginning teacher. Beg, borrow, and steal whatever you can. It will serve you in the long run.
The reality of time management. Become an effective user of time. While you're a teacher, while you're at school, you're at work. Use that time for work. I have seen so many of my colleagues, I don't want to say waste my time, but do a little bit of extra socializing during the workday. Use your planning period. Use all the extra time you have to do your work at work rather than bringing it home with you. And when you are at home, make sure you spend the appropriate amount of time with your family and friends. School time should be school time, family time should be family time.
One thing that I really should have done as a beginning teacher was reflect more on my teaching and my various lessons, because some things could have been improved upon if I just reflected and took the time to observe how things went and then apply that knowledge later on in the year.
The impact of student diversity. One of the things that I loved about teaching, especially in New York City and Idaho, was the diverse number of students that I came into contact with every day to learn about their culture, their home lives, their interests, all the things that made them who they were was something that I really cherished, and I do miss now being outside of the classroom. So take that time each and every day and celebrate that diversity, learn and introduce it into your classroom so your classroom can be a vibrant example.
This next one ties in a little bit back to the idea of building relationships. In order to build those relationships, clear communication is a must. You need to be able to communicate effectively with colleagues, students, and parents. This will help address various concerns, it will help with improving, and then also just as a benchmark of potential successes.
The need for continued and ongoing professional development is real. And I know if you ask any veteran teacher what they think of professional development, well, you're gonna get a wide range of answers, from smirks to laughs to nasty comments. But truly, there are a lot of really good professional development programs out there that can really help you teach better. Look for programs that are evidence-based. Look for programs that have a lot of people following them and reviews, and even look for new programs that actually have proven results. What we look for most is actual tools that teachers can use from day one and implement them in your life, because as John was saying before, there's a lot of veteran teachers with a lot of great secrets to being a great teacher. Beg, borrow, and steal, and get that information.
Maintaining a proper work-life balance. Teaching requires a lot of a person. And if you let yourself get lost in this job, you certainly can. So make sure that you're making proper time for yourself and your various priorities. You'll avoid burnout.
The importance of setting boundaries. I did not learn this until several years into my career as a teacher, when an administrator walked up to me and handed me a piece of paper. I unfolded it, and inside it said, "Learn to say no." As a teacher, you're going to be asked to do so many different things. And of course, you're going to want to say yes to all of them. However, learn to set boundaries. Of course, say yes to a couple things here and there, but learn to set those boundaries and focus on what's important. That's your classroom and your life outside the classroom.
Be authentic. Granted, you might have had some teachers back in the past that you really respected, but you need to come to terms with the fact that you are not that teacher. Maybe you can take parts of that and incorporate it into your teaching, but at the end of the day, you need to be yourself. Believe it or not, high school kids, they're like little people, and they can smell your BS from a mile away. So if you're being inauthentic, they're gonna call you out on it. So be yourself.
Thank you so much for joining us here at 3B. John and I are going to be here throughout the year and many years to come, bringing you little tidbits of information to hopefully make teaching a little bit easier for you and making the experience for kids a little bit better. Till next time,
Take care of the 3 and be your best self.